Good morning. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making spicy ketchup. I know if y'all saw my ketchup video, I said that I wasn't going to make any more until after I had a food mill. But unfortunately, I have not had a chance to get one, and I've got tomatoes that are just going to waste. I'm not going to have 24 pounds worth of fresh tomatoes, but I am going to use the frozen tomatoes that I froze from this summer. I've got a bunch of different varieties. Most of them are acidic though, so that flavor will be really good. I'm going to go ahead and get started on these. Let me show you. Here are all my frozen ones. I do have some Tabasco peppers here. I'm probably not going to put all of these in there because I do have some red jalapeños that are fresh, but I thought the Tabasco flavor would really add to it. And I still have these to use. There are a few that got moldy on me. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so that's why I got my frozen ones out. Okay, I have this zeroed out now, and I'm just going to start weighing out my frozen tomatoes. They froze beautifully. Next year I will core them before I freeze them, but that's alright. I will figure this out once this starts cooling down. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to strain it the same way I did with the regular ketchup. But I need 24 pounds of tomatoes for this recipe. If not 24, at least half. My reusable Ziploc bag. This is the greatest thing ever. So I'll link them in my bio if anybody's interested. My bio, my description. Okay, get your chair. That is a lemony. It's gorgeous, right? Super good flavor. Sorry, my little one's bringing her chair over here. This is a Sunny Boy. Black cherries. All of these tomatoes have amazing flavor. Really? Let me weigh out this one and then I'll let you help me. Those need to be put in the bowl to wash. It's a Rutgers. Right now I have 5 pounds. I'm gonna see if I can take the stem off this one. I don't know how it made it in here with the stem on. But I'm going to let this one thaw for a little bit, but I'm still going to use it. I just need to get that stem off. So since all this is 5 pounds, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my pot. Can you put those in my pot for me?
It's cold.
Oh no.
Oh no. That one rolled away from you.
It did. Can you put these in this pot?
Sorry.
Put them in there. These are the ones that I was able to sort of salvage out of the crate over here.
My hands are cold.
Your hands are cold. And these are the ones I have to throw out and compost. So I'm going to take these fresh tomatoes, cut the spots out,
Oh, hello.
and quarter them.
Rose. A star. Ew. The goat. Ew. Gross.
Okay. Of course, my scale had to turn off.
I can make snoo-snoos. Get the hot body. And 2 rounds.
This is what I was able to salvage. Let me kind of pick y'all up out of that. What was left of that crate? That all has to go to compost. In a perfect world, I would have been able to process all those in one day, no problem. But we've had surgeries going on in the family, and I've had to take care of my grandparents and stuff like that. So hopefully this ketchup won't take me 3 days to complete. I could not find any recipes online for canning spicy ketchup. If any of y'all have ever gone to Whataburger and y'all have had their spicy ketchup, that is what I'm trying to recreate. I'm not going to be able to get the exact flavor of that, but I'm going to try to come pretty close to it. That's what we buy from the grocery store. That's the kind of ketchup we get now. And this is going to save us a lot of money if I can at least get pretty close to it. I'm only doing half of a recipe because that's all the tomatoes I have. The last recipe I did for regular ketchup calls for 24 pounds. And I don't have 24 pounds. I am using a little over 12. And I'd need 3 cups of onions for the last one. And I'm going to do probably a little over a cup and a half. And I'm going to get the rest of my spices together. I know I need apple cider vinegar, and I need cayenne pepper, and I need some kosher salt, and I think garlic powder. Let me get those together. Okay, got my cup and a half. So I've got everything set up, ready for the next step. Excluding my peppers. I won't get those out until this is at a simmer. I am going to turn the heat up. I've just had it kind of sitting here on low while I got everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this up to about a 5 or a 6. And I'm going to let this simmer for about 35 minutes. All right, so after 35 minutes, this is what it looks like. It is super watery because remember I was using frozen tomatoes. I'm going to actually go ahead and start putting it through my strainer right here and see what I can do. The skins are actually just popping off because technically they have been blanched because they started out frozen and then they got hot. So hopefully this time will be a whole lot easier than last time. Do y'all know what I didn't do? I didn't put my jalapeños in there yet. So I'm going to stop the straining process and I'm going to go ahead and put my peppers in there because I'm going to want to strain those seeds out as well. I'm going to finally chop these. Look at how cute they are. I got these from the farm probably a couple of days after. Let me get a bowl for this. But a couple of days after I picked the tomatoes. So I have about half a cup of red peppers. I just dump them in there. I am going to continue to let this cook down for probably about another 30 minutes. I'm not worried about, let me get you untilted there. I'm not worried about it cooking down too much because there is a lot of liquid in here. Like I said earlier, because they're frozen, there is a little bit more water in there than what there would normally be. Next year I'm definitely going to grow some different tomatoes, like paste tomatoes, Romas, and stuff like that. I can't think of any others right now. But Romas are definitely a big paste tomato. So this year it's just a trial and error. I'm going to add that measurement to my recipe before I forget, and we'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, y'all, so I just did a little sip taste test and there's no heat at all. So I am adding another 3/4 cup of jalapeños and Tabasco peppers. And I'm gonna continue letting it cook down. There's still a lot of moisture in it. Let me show you. Oop, I missed a little pepper. Okay. It has cooked down quite a bit. See that line right there? But obviously, it is nowhere near being ketchup. So I'm going to continue letting it cook down, and we'll be back in another 20 minutes. Okay, look at how much it's cooked down. I think I'm not gonna let it cook down anymore, and I'm gonna start straining this out. So y'all, in the middle of doing this tomato ketchup, spicy ketchup, I had to run to town to go to the grocery store, and I decided to get an immersion blender because they did not have a food mill there. So hopefully I can get this blended to where it is fine enough that I can use it for ketchup. If I have to, I will try to get the seeds out with my strainer, but hopefully I can skip that step. We're just gonna have to see. Y'all, that is so much better. I'm going to turn my heat back up to about a 3, and I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I'm doing 1.5 cups of apple cider vinegar. One teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1.5 cups of sugar. I thought it would be good to use brown sugar, but I don't have any. I used it in my last canning project. I'm adding 1/2 cup of kosher salt. Okay, I think it is ready. It tastes great. It's a whole lot thicker than my last batch of ketchup. So I'm going to get my ladle and I'm just going to funnel it into these jars. I am going to get something to wipe my rim off with. Wipe off your rim. Seal it fingertip tight. I have all of them jarred up, and I am filling my water bath canner now. I have a good dash of vinegar in there, and that will keep my calcium out of my hard water from depositing onto my jars. I'm going to get those put in there, and I'm going to water bath can them for 10 minutes. Once the water starts boiling, I will set my timer, and after all that is done, we will take these out and see how they look. My timer has gone off. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to move it over here and let these sit for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to take the jars out of here, and then I'm going to do these last 4. These 2 right here, as you can see, sealed on their own. But I just want to put them in the quick water bath just to make sure that they are sealed really well. But I have to pour some of this really hot water out, put cooler water in here so that way I can match the temperatures of these 2, because if I were to put those in here with it this hot, those would bust. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. I got all of my jars taken out yesterday. They're all cooled off. I am going to date them and label them since they are the spicy version, and I'm going to put them away. But I wanted to show y'all what I got yesterday. We got all of these. Almost an entire case. They are still pretty thin, but they taste really good. I'm so happy with it. I'm glad I got this ketchup project out of the way this year. I hope y'all have a great afternoon. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.